Hello, this is my final reflection video for the CCP program. Um, so unfortunately we had to end the semester with everything online. And unfortunately this was when my Tuesday at 7 was going to occur. So I had to do my Tuesday at 7 online through Zoom. I think this was a really great experience. I think I learned a lot. It was on perfectionism, which I haven't really done a workshop on before. I also think this is kind of a topic that isn't as shined on as like other mental health issues. So it was really interesting to learn about this topic. I learned a lot through the research and creating the presentation and stuff like that. Um, so I think for my strengths for this Tuesday at 7, it was the presentation itself and all the information and knowledge we were able to share, and from the research we came up with, I think we had a lot of great information shared to the audience. Yeah, we put in a lot of work into that presentation, but a weakness from this presentation probably was just presenting it over Zoom. It was just really different than it is in person. I feel like for me, I was a lot less natural when presenting it. I kind of just feel like I was reading off the slides and not, I just kind of feel like I sounded like a robot talking to people, whereas when I'm face to face, it's more natural and I get to kind of like feed off other people's emotions and reactions and stuff like that. So I think that's just something I have to work on in future online presentations. Another thing I want to reflect on is the Dream Your Own CCP paper we had to write. I thought this was a really fun and creative assignment. I think it's great because I think the program can also come up with a lot of new ideas and stuff that they can use. So this is fun because I think I did come up with some creative new ideas, but I also thought like a weakness in this was coming up with new ideas because the counseling center and this program already has so much. But just some of the new ideas that I came up with, I'm actually really proud of, like the face-to-face, not client, but client, like student-to-student peer interactions. I think that would be great for the counseling center. It gives the students practice, and then it also gives the clients/students someone to talk to and someone to be there for them. And I just think that'd really be a great experience for us and beneficial for the community. So far, I've done a lot with our teams online. For the trauma team, we had planned in April to do ally training workshops in person. We were going to do 2, so we were going to split it up 2 and 2. So instead, we had to create this online. This was like our first online workshop recording presentation thing, so we each split up the slides. We kind of changed it into being an online thing with everything going on and stuff like that. So this was interesting because first we ran through the whole thing and then we realized it wasn't really recording, so then we had to do it again. So just another weakness in technology, but we learned something from that, and I also am really glad that we did this because I feel like ally training for survivors should be something that everyone should learn about and everyone should be able to hear this workshop. So I think this is a better way to share that information. Instead of people having to come with us, we can just quickly send this link out and they could watch the presentation and gain a ton of useful knowledge from it. So I'm really glad and thankful that I had that opportunity, and I had the opportunity to share this knowledge with other students on campus. And then finally, for my alcohol and other drug team, for this month, our assignment was to come up with our own outreach. So my partner and I came up with an outreach to do based on like bar culture and just newly 19-year-olds who are welcomed in the bar now since they're 19. So we just kind of talked about bar culture and how it's different, what to be aware of in the bar. I think our strength for this was coming up with new information to share, because I think sometimes when you're doing outreach within your team, that's kind of repetitive, like, oh, we're talking about alcohol and drugs, but this time it was specifically focused on like bar culture and what goes on in the bar, like all that fun stuff. So that was really exciting. And yeah, it's been a good semester. I learned a lot. I think although it was online, I've still gained a ton of knowledge and skills, different skills that I wouldn't have gained actually if we were in person. But yeah, it's been fun. Thank you.